What we've been up to since family vacation has actually been shooting a lot of music videos, a lot of emo nights, a lot of normal Seafloor shows, and just hanging out and, preparing for this release that happened today. It was very, very cool.
What Giraffe Boy said.
There has been some pretty crazy people, actually. That I think has been my most favorite. Some, I don't know. What do you think?
I think Halloween was my favorite. We did one show where we played in like 70s workout attire, and so we were wearing like mesh tops and like short shorts. And then the next night we were in like full cowboy outfits, and I almost died from hyperventilating and sweating. So it was very fun.
High key, yeah, that was insane.
Yeah, it was a real good time. The sweater one, the first night we were wearing the workout gear, I wore like a giant USA sweater, and like I almost died. Like it was great. Good times.
Good times, baby. Do you actually want to go first?
Sure. It's been like we've been working on the album for probably around like 2-ish years from when the first song came out. It was whenever Find Yourself first came out, is like when we started working on everything. Some of the songs we had before then, like Such Small Hands, was actually another song to go with. It was supposed to be 3 songs with Find Yourself, Tap Tapley, and then Such Small Hands. But then we decided to save that one actually for the album. So yeah, it's been a little bit.
Yeah, I'd say a solid year and some change.
Yeah, basically the entire time I've been in the band, like I basically joined the band to record this album. That's what I did originally. So yeah, the entire time.
And now he's out.
You heard it here first. I think it was Rayla. That was actually the first song that I ever put drums on when I joined the band, and so it has a little like close personal place in my heart because it has like the craziest drums on the record, and it was the first one I ever touched. So very, very cool. And Andy Sizak is featured on it, so that's very, very sick. Shout out to the boy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the song names are just funny. I'm actually pulling them up right now. These are all the song names, and I write down them like whenever. Don't zoom in on that.
IP.
Yeah, I basically just write down funny things that I hear, or if someone says something weird, I'll just write it down, and I'm like, yeah, that's going in my song name list. And Seth does the same thing. The songs and the song names don't have really any relation to each other. Sometimes they do, but it's usually coincidental. So yeah, it's just kind of like having a fun time with the songs. So yeah.
For me, it was Crash Nebula. That was like the first song I wrote for the band, and I was just trying to make a banger, and I did. Pretty sick.
Okay. I think mine was either... I think Rayla. I already answered kind of like that again, but it's just probably one of the most fun drum ones on the album, or 1,000 Ways to Say You're Okay Every Day. That one is extremely fun too.
Mine was Night Jammer because I wrote the entire thing in my head at my girlfriend's house, and I've never done that before, but it was really interesting, like going back home and then just like laying down everything super haphazardly in like, I did it in like 2 hours. So yeah, very fun.
I think the hardest song was Can Someone Please Draw Me a Map to Serotonin? Dope name. But I don't know. It just wasn't meshing for like the longest time. And low key, it came together like right at the end of our studio session with Courtney. Like right at the end. And then it finally made sense. But I just remember going back and forth on revisions with the dudes like the whole time. And it just wasn't like feeling right. And then, I mean, it finally did. So, yeah.
Yeah. And then mine was If You Deserve It, because I was having a giant anxiety attack on like the last like vocal day that we had, and I just had to write it on the last vocal day, and there was no other option to get it done. So yeah.
I would also say, can you please draw me a map to serotonin? Because like a lot of I was like tracking the guitars and bass, and like a lot of it was basically just coming in the studio. Like the demo that we had written prior, like a lot of those parts didn't even make it to like the final cut. Like a lot of it was just coming up on the spot, which is pretty cool. Like I remember listening to it, like the final listen through on the last day, and I was like, wow, this is actually a really good song. That's crazy.
Big hype. Not only just on the album, but like creating it too was, even though there was like a lot of anxiety and stress and like turmoil that was going on, a lot of that went into the music, but what came out was like a really, really beautiful product. Kind of how like, what is that really cheesy metaphor? The whole like, you put a diamond and you like start shaping it. It like looks horrible at first, but then it comes out as a freaking diamond. They're laughing at me right now. But you know, like, I don't know, not to be too cheesy or anything, but like anything you put your mind to, you can go do. Because the album is incredibly diverse, and I feel like there's a little bit of something for everyone.
Just have fun listening to it. That's it. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Listen to Drip God.
Yo! Oh my God.
So yeah, pretty much just enjoy the little things, because you don't know how long stuff's gonna last, and yeah, we definitely didn't know the pandemic was gonna last as long as it did, and so we needed to make the most of it, and so we just needed to enjoy what stuff we could in that time. PBR, we would like an endorsement. I'll get you tattooed onto me.
Me too.
Dang. Any final thoughts? Album out now on Pure Noise Records. Go listen to it. Go spam us with what your favorite track is. Listen to Drip God. And we love you.
I love PBR. If you listen to Drip God, you get smarter.
We've been the Seafloor Cinema. I'm Tim.
I'm Justin.
I'm Machine Gun Kelly.
All right, there we go, baby.